Hey everybody, time for another video. It is Planetary Talk Tuesday. Today is a Mars day. And I have made a video and I've also made a short. I believe I just made a short talking briefly about Mars. Right now it's debilitated in Cancer. And the reason I made a short is because I get more views on my shorts. If you've seen anything in the media about violence and fights and things like that, it is because Mars is debilitated in Cancer. And for people that have not developed self-control and don't know how to bite their tongue or walk away, it is going to affect them. You're going to feel upset, you're going to get touchy, you're going to be on the other end of it, like I was. Now, as a Cancer, fortunately, I was either going to go to the bathroom and cry or I was going to quit, because the type of insults that I was receiving about, what I had to do and cover for others, as well as her already encroaching upon my privacy to yell at me basically at home, texting me at home with angry messages, just very unprofessional. I don't know how else to say it, guys. The whole thing was very unprofessional. I decided that 1 month was enough. I couldn't do any more. It was not as easy as I had been told it would be easy. It was not. Far from it. So, it served its purpose. I do not have $5,000 extra saved. So I'm just going to have to rethink my plan. Now, Mars is debilitated in Cancer until July 1st. So I highly recommend that you either walk away from an argument, bite your tongue, walk out of the situation if it's that bad. My friend said to me, we have options, or she has options. I said, well, how do you know? We always have options. That's what she meant. You might not like the option, but if you're unhappy, right, there is an option. Now, I'm not in front of the camera, but I'll just state very quickly that I had a dream in November. I thought it was about me, and I think it was about this store manager. And sometimes when you are a psychic, like it or not, you're going to be led to people and places that need clearing. So at one point, I had decided I was being called to the register too much, and I was just going to have to give my notice. I couldn't do it anymore. She had been complaining about that one day when I was up at the front. I did not leave for that reason. My reason for leaving was different. And I was not a manager, I was an assistant manager. Sometimes we have to plant the seed in other people's minds. And she had been on the phone, and I heard her ask someone, well, why did that lady quit? I don't want to say her name. Say Nancy. Why did Nancy quit? So there are several managers that have been quitting. She's hearing about it through the grapevine. So my walking out had to be a message. It had to be something she is going to have to think about. She has taken on a lot of responsibilities and actually left me alone one day to go tend to her fully grown adult child who has a live-in partner. And I had a situation come up that I didn't know how to handle. And she had texted me with an angry message because I had reached out to another store manager for help. So she's, she was a hothead, she's unprofessional, she is not formally educated. So hopefully she's going to start to get the message that, when a company has a very low profit margin, there's just not enough to go around. I don't know how other stores deal with it, but I went into another store that had a whole bunch of trolleys with boxes all around the store. There's only so much you can do when you've only got a few people, and you're busy checking them out or whatever else. One person on the register, another person. I didn't see anybody else. Maybe they were in the back. It was strange to me that I did not see a manager or another person putting merchandise out on the shelves. This is a very big store that has a higher volume. So I don't know really what's going on, but there's a lot of tension in the air due to this planetary transit. So what am I doing? Well, I'm trying to regain my energy. I think I need to get back to something physical now that my legs feel better. I don't want to aggravate the situation, but I'm going to add the energy of Venus, which could actually improve your sex life. But I'm also going to add the energy of Jupiter. Jupiter can add an energy to what's going on right now that will bring the odds in your favor. So if there is an argument, hopefully there'll be some wise negotiation. Now I've carved it on the candle as well, down at the bottom here. The symbol of Venus, the symbol of Jupiter, and I added the symbol of Saturn. Saturn will limit opposition. It will limit things. So rather than using a talisman, maybe just carve the symbol of Saturn into the candle along with Jupiter. Okay, so anytime I've used Saturn and Jupiter together, I'm telling you, that's how you win contests. If this was Saturn, and then you've got Jupiter, and you want to win, win people and influence others, Saturn limits the opposition, Jupiter brings the odds in your favor. So, if you want to control this Mars energy, I would say put the symbol of Saturn on a little piece of paper. Saturn, help! I haven't had any conflict with my ex since he's been back. He's, treated me on Mother's Day. He's taken me out. He's purchased things. We haven't had any argument. So, if you're older and you've learned how to control yourself, these things are not going to affect you. But when you see things on social media of people fighting, this is what's going on. They are not people that have yet learned how to self-control, control themselves. So I'm going to keep this video short, and that's all I have to say for now. Please try the remedy if you feel like this is going on in your life. All right? Our fates are not necessarily aligned in the planets or the stars, but when they are aggravated or debilitated, we have a way. Magically, this is what we do, to influence them to work another way or to soften the energies. All right. Take care. Talk to you later.